Okay, so yesterday I made a video of getting to round 50 with only the scoped Kar 98K, and I said in that if it get 500 views, I would do round 30 with the regular Kar 98K because it is absolutely terrible and is genuinely one of the worst guns to ever be in zombies. And it got almost 1,000 in less than 24 hours, and when you're watching this, it probably does have 1,000. So, and I saw a couple comments saying that I should do this, so today's round 30 with only the Kar 98K. So if you don't know, the Kar 98K is a 200-point wall buy on the spawn room of Nacht, Verrückt, Naschinuma, and Darius, and it does 100 damage for a body shot, and I think 275 for a headshot, and it stops one hitting to the head on round 3, and I'm going to 30, so this challenge is painful. Literally on round maybe 5 and onward, I was almost having to use like entire full hordes of zombies. That's how weak this thing was already getting. I'm at round 7 and I had to train up the like entire round. So this was not going well this early into the game, and I also already had to buy ammo. But as with most World at War challenges, the insta-kills and nukes are super helpful because of there only being 24 zombies per round. A nuke or an insta-kill can basically end an entire round. And after like more than 15 minutes of playing, this is probably the only time I'd ever consider round 10 an achievement, but I hit round 10 with just the Kar 98, and rounds were already starting to slow down because of how weak this thing is. And if you notice in this, I didn't open any doors on the maps. This is kind of a spawn room challenge as well. I just figured the spawns with no doors open will be faster, so I can get an entire horde together and start like shooting and hitting collats just to get the rounds a little bit faster, even though they're still not going to be that fast because, I mean, I'm using a Kar 98K, and you can't really make anything fast when you're using a gun that weak. But yeah, I didn't open any doors, so this was kind of faster a little. And this clip right here shows exactly what I talked about in my video yesterday, where if you're getting hit by World at War zombies and you just kind of move or like prone, you can get out of it. And right here, I doubt I would have survived that if I didn't prone onto the ground. On the rounds that are like 10 to 20-ish, getting hordes together is still pretty slow, but because I had nothing opened, it was kind of easier. But insta-kills with this thing are actually better than the Scope Kar 98K, surprisingly, because this thing reloads all the bullets at once, so its reload is a lot faster, so I can just like maximize my insta-kills better. And I don't know if this is true, but it feels like it penetrates more, but I don't know. To be honest, since I've played Nacht so much, like I've hit around 100 on this map probably more than 20 times, I wasn't having too much trouble with the training. It's just that the rounds were like so slow for such early rounds. But right here is me hitting 20, some little bit of questionable aim, me missing a couple shots, but like, yeah, this thing was getting pretty weak by this point. I'd say like after round 10, it was insanely weak, but that's kind of to be expected. At about this point in the challenge, I was starting to realize that this actually wasn't as hard as I was thinking it was going to be. It was pretty slow, but as far as training goes, I wasn't killing much, so it wasn't actually that hard. I'd say the hardest part about it so far was mainly like getting a horde together at the beginning of a round, because I don't do a spawn room on like Nacht ever, so I was kind of newer to like this sort of spawn rate with having no doors open. But I played so much of it that I kind of just knew what to do whenever like my pathing would get blocked. I would just adapt, I guess. It wasn't too hard, but I had a few close calls, but I just trained out of them. So at this point in the challenge, the rounds were like just taking a very long time. It wasn't too difficult, but yeah, the rounds were just taking a while. So every round I would basically just pray for a good drop. And right here I got a nuke, but it was when there was only like 6 zombies left, so it kind of wasn't that great, to be honest. And then on 24, I got an insta-kill like right when the round was starting, like right when like I killed the first zombie I could, or like first or second, I got an insta. So this one was like really quick because this thing actually has a fast reload unlike the Scope Kar 98, and I was just able to fly through this round super quick and got a max ammo as well, which doesn't matter too much because ammo is only 100 points, but still kind of hopeful. And then on round 26, I got super scared because, like I said, I wasn't used to spawn rate. So when one jumped out of that barrier, I got like kind of trapped back here a little bit, and I had to train my way out of it a little. It wasn't too scary. But just a little bit later into that round, I got a lucky nuke. So on to round 27, and only 3 more to go before I hit my goal for this challenge, because I was definitely not going to 50 for this. That would just take way too long. So this clip is in 2x speed because it was actually taking so long to just kill the last few zombies. It was taking like actually maybe 15 headshots, it felt like, and it was just getting really, really slow. And then after playing through 28, right here, the luckiest thing possible happens. Very last zombie of 28 drops me a nuke. So if I got perfect timing, I could literally just nuke out the entire round of 29. And I was just like waiting and waiting and waiting, hoping to get the perfect timing for it. So I perfectly tried to wait until it started blinking. It's like super fast, and I got it, and it just barely did not in the round. So I actually did have to play a little bit. And when I say a little bit, I mean that nuke killed 23 out of the 24 zombies. So I literally had to kill one zombie, and I kept track of how many shots it took, and I think it ended up being like almost 30, but I probably missed a couple or didn't hit headshots, so that's probably not exactly accurate, but I'm pretty sure it took me about 30 shots, so that kind of tells you how long rounds were taking. And then afterwards, I don't know why, I guess I was just bored, but I decided to just go to 31, just because this was a little easier than I expected. And then after I got to 31, I wanted to maybe try and play this out and get to top 10 for like spawn and world record, because top 10 is only around 49. So I was maybe going to just try and like keep doing this and get to top 10 and the spawner and world record, and use the M1 carbine or whatever, because it's definitely better than the Kar 98. After one round of that, though, I decided that if I wanted to do that, I'll just do it some other time and actually stream it so that I can submit it into the records, because you have to have your entire game streamed to submit it. So right here, I was just kind of messing around, see if I can maybe pull off a clutch, but I just ended up killing myself. So thank you for watching, and I'll have more challenge videos out soon. Please like and subscribe.